Hello, fourth grade. It is Friday, and we are going to go over our very last daily language packet together. So if you will take out your packets, and we will start with page 25. Our first object to cover is fixing this first sentence. At the top it reads, Mrs. Anders said there are a beautiful canyon in Utah called Bryce Canyon. There are quite a few mistakes in this sentence. We want to begin with capitalizing M in Mrs. and adding a period. We are going to capitalize Anders and place a comma after said. At this point, we are starting our dialogues. We're going to add in our quotation marks and capitalize the word there. We are going to change the word are to the word is. There is a beautiful canyon in Utah. We need to capitalize Utah as it is a proper noun, called Bryce Canyon. Bryce Canyon will also be capitalized. We are going to place our ending punctuation inside our quotation marks and conclude this sentence. Our next box asks us to identify the correct verb choice, and our correct verb for this sentence is have. Lucy and Max have 2 dogs, 1 cat, and 9 fish. Our next block asks us to write an antonym for the underlined word. The hard math problem confused Tom. An antonym for the word hard is easy or simple. Our next block asks us to write a synonym for the word scrubbed. Andy scrubbed the dirty floor for his mom. An synonym for the word scrubbed is cleanse, wash, or wipe. And our last block asks us to write a short paragraph about the picture on your paper. This is open-ended. Any response that you write on here would be correct. It just needs to be written following all of the correct rules and be in a complete sentence. So this is open for you to complete however you would like. All right, moving on to our very last page. We are on page 26. We have another sentence to correct. Greg ordered an taco, nachos, and a soda from Taco Bell. We're going to begin by capitalizing the word Greg. Ordered a taco, comma, nachos, comma, and a soda from Taco Bell. Taco Bell needs to be capitalized. It is a specific name or a proper noun. And then we are going to add our ending punctuation. In this sentence, we need to change the word an to the word a. And the spelling on the word from is incorrect. Moving on to our next block, it asks us to choose the correct verb tense for this sentence. Was Mr. and Mrs. Banks visiting Margie in New Mexico? Asked Joey. Or is it going to be were Mr. and Mrs. Banks visiting Margie in New Mexico? Asked Joey. Now, both of these, was and were, are past tense verbs. And our sentence took place in the past, so we do need to use a past tense verb. Now, the word was will be used when we are speaking in the first person, or when we are talking about ourselves. The word were is going to be used when using the second tense, or when we are speaking of somebody else. And in this particular sentence, we are talking about Mr. and Mrs. Banks, so we are speaking in second person, and the correct verb usage here is going to be were. All right, moving on. We're going to circle the nouns. Looks like I missed that part. And put them in the correct box where they go. Wes saw a whale in the ocean near Clipson Beach. Wes is our person. Clipson Beach is our place. And under thing, we are going to write in whale and ocean. Moving on to our next block, we are going to circle the adjectives. Those are our describing words in the following sentence. A brown fuzzy puppy climbed over the large box. Our adjectives are brown, fuzzy, and large. Our next block asks us to write in the opposite or the antonym for the underlined word in the sentence. Our first word is tight. The tight shoes hurt Jan's feet. For this, an excellent antonym is the word loose. Bob stood at the back of the line. An antonym for back would of course be front. Marty let the dog out. An antonym would be in. Todd took the wet clothes out of the washer. Dry is going to be our antonym for wet. And our last sentence, the lion and deer are enemies. The opposite or antonym for enemies, of course, would be friends. Our final block asks us to write the following words in alphabetical order, and they are as follows: zap, zero, zip, zoo, and zoom. All right, my friends, you, I'm sure, have happily completed your daily language packets. You will have no more for the rest of the year. Congratulations. I hope you have a fantastic summer, and I am excited to see you on Monday for our parade. Have a good one.